This video is sponsored by Tree of Life Oddria, an open world survival RPG that lets you experience a level of world building that you have not seen before through creating villages, economies, hunting for treasure in this brand new and massive MMO. The journey begins once you wake up on a strange island where your journey depends on your choices. Will you be a kind friend or will you be an enemy as you create your own story on this paradise? You can gather resources and craft powerful tools to create massive villages. As you begin to protect them from your enemies, you find out who really is your friend or your foe. Use the link in the description and the top comment, check out the game, and make sure to add it to your Steam wishlist. The island is calling you.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
I don't know what they did, but somehow they became one Saiyan.
Ah, a new technique, Hikaru. Is it worth learning?
It seemed to increase their power exponentially.
Who are you, half-breed?
I finally found out why the intro was cut for Dragonball Absalon, because in the last few episodes it was missing, but in this episode it's actually back. But it is cut for a reason, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you exactly why. Let's see if you guys can figure it out. Fuck you, copyrights. Copyrights ruin everything on YouTube. Yes, the song absolutely has been copyrighted because that's the only way that a song gets removed from your video. If you get a copyright strike and you can't monetize the video anymore, you have to scrub the song to get it back in good standing, and that's exactly what seems to be happening with this, because the song, as you guys can see, is completely silent. So yeah, the intro, I mean, it's sad to say, but if I was Melavelli, I would definitely not put the intro back into the videos because it could get you fucked up, it could get you jammed up, and he worked really hard on this story, on these animations, so yeah, you don't want to have all your work get flushed down the toilet. But today we are back with Dragonball Absalon episode 6.1 and 6.2. These two are short enough to be smushed together into one episode, and these two episodes have a lot of information about exactly which direction the story of Absalon is going. So let's go ahead and jump right in and catch up on what the Absalon crew is doing at this moment. This episode is called Incarcerate, well, both of these, and basically the theme is that the Saiyans are trying to capture more Saiyans to bring back to planet Absalon, and we cut back to Gotenks, who has just been challenged by a brand new opponent, and this one maybe could be the reason why everyone is here from planet Absalon. He could be the leader because he just looks like that royal kind of look, and so he asks Gotenks who he is, and Gotenks of course is still trying to goof around, play around, and honestly I never really liked Gotenks because of this, but it's not so bad here honestly, because he kind of gets back into a serious mode. He's got a good mix-up of being serious and goofy, and I definitely appreciate that. But the Saiyans are really curious about what was the technique that Gotenks employed, and I like this a lot. I like the fact that they have no idea what these techniques and abilities are, but they are open to them. They're not shut off from, you know, oh, I can't gain power that way. No, he's open to swelling his ranks and making his forces stronger at any cost. So he's not as close-minded as Vegeta is, who doesn't want to fuse. These guys actually see a benefit in possibly fusing. Gotenks attacks this new general, and the general sidesteps it with ease, and then stabs Gotenks in the neck with the same injector that the guy at the beginning who injected himself after being burned alive, he put himself through, and the one that the last general dropped on the battlefield as well when Gohan didn't kill him. This seems to be some sort of serum that pushes you into becoming a Super Saiyan 4, either by pushing you straight into Super Saiyan 4 or making you go through the Uzaru transformation. So of course, as soon as Gotenks gets hit, he's completely down and forced into a Super Saiyan 4 transformation not of his choosing. Not exactly sure why he decided to do this, and give this serum to his enemy to make him more powerful, but Gotenks tries to use it to his advantage, but still is not strong enough. And then this guy, the general, I think his name is Tamanegi, he gets Gotenks in this Omega Shenron sort of grasp where he's holding him on his back, and then he shoots Ki Blast through his back and through Gotenks, popping off the fusion and separating Gotenks, knocking them out of the fight, and being able to incarcerate them easily. Now, this is what I'm talking about. The fusion technique, the fusion dance, the Potara fusions, absorbing other characters become stronger. This has been a staple of Dragon Ball for a very, very long time, and I, for one, am glad to see that Dragonball Absalon has taken an approach where they aren't going that direction for more power. They're using the fusion to gauge how powerful the enemy actually is. So the Super Saiyan 4 version of this general is strong enough to take out a fused warrior like Gotenks, and it definitely shows exactly how much stronger these guys actually are. But they also aren't ignorant to the possibility of how much stronger they could be with the fusion technique. So it's just a conversation one has to have as to how they actually gain strength. Do they gain strength in their own form without trying to fuse and become as strong as possible through their myriad of transformations? Or do you go the quick and easy route and just fuse like everybody in Dragon Ball Super does, Goku and Vegeta and Goten and Trunks and other characters? Do you just fuse to become stronger? I like fusion characters, but I do like to see them get taken down and taken down a few pegs by a non-fusion character. So I definitely like the direction this is going. Dragon Ball Absalon episode 6.2, we follow the Saiyan that's trying to kidnap all the women and the kids from Capsule Corporation. And the dude powers down to base, realizing that these are all weaklings and he doesn't really need to try to fight them, and he feels comfortable enough and evil enough to spell out his master plan as to how he's going to use the half-breeds, how the army is going to use the half-breeds in future conquests, and basically they're going to be frontline fodder. Bulma ends up releasing security drones to try to take out the Saiyan. Of course, this isn't going to do much, but they are actually making a dent in his key shielding, so the robots are actually doing some damage, but the dude quickly takes them out, and that's when everyone realized that they're fucked because they can barely take out these robots on their own, at least the kids can't, and so they are at a huge disadvantage as to how to fight this villain. But as Bulma's daughter explains, they are lucky that he's not taking them very seriously, because in that Super Saiyan 4 transformation, he could easily destroy all of them. So basically, the consensus is that if you can defeat him in his base form, then you may have a shot at actually winning. And Oop's kids jump back into the fray, trying to take the dude on head on, but Pan stops them right then and there because they are no match and they are obviously going to get killed. And that is the end of today's episode. I'm going to have the next episode out tomorrow. Make sure you're here to check that out. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and see who won #EndTheVideoSquad. Dark Tiger Shark Max. In the clip you showed, GT Goku only acted like that because else Shenron threatened Pan multiple times and was just a dirty fighter. He was a dirty fighter, but he realized the significance of facing off against these threats. The dragons themselves were a threat to not only Pan, but the rest of humanity. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku needed to do what needed to be done to get them to be defeated, and that's exactly what he did. He went all out on the character, and honestly, to me, that just shows a lot coming from a Super Saiyan 4 character than it does from just base form Goku. So I do believe that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or just GT Goku in general, is far more of a let's go ahead and end the threat than his Dragon Ball Super counterpart. Thank you so much for your comment, Dark Tiger Shark Max. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Perfect for recruitment. You will be coming with me.
My father will kill all of you!
Your father? With what army?
With your own army.
Oh my. And how, pray tell, is he going to achieve such a feat?
Subscribe for more content. Or perish. Bye.